Now we will do question number 45. In this question, what you are asked to prepare income and expenditure account for the year ending 31st December 2012 and the balance sheet as on that date. That means you have to prepare balance sheet both opening and closing. Now first we will mark the adjustment. Let us check what are the adjustment over here. The club had received 12,000 for subscription in 2011 for 2012. That means we will have adjustment in subscription. So we will mark here adjustment in subscription. Next we have salaries had been paid only for 11 months. That means salaries will have adjustment. So we will mark adjustment in salaries. Next, sports equipment on 31st December 2011 was 1,80,000 and on 31st December 2012 3,90,000. This means this is the opening balance for sports equipment and this is the closing balance for sports equipment. And here we had made some purchases in sports equipment. So we can mark adjustment in sports equipment also. Now we will start the sum. So first we will see receive side. In receive side, first we have two balance brought forward. That means this is the cash, opening cash balance. That one we will record in the opening balance sheet asset side. So here we will write cash 1,14,000. Okay, cash 1,14,000. Next we have subscription. Now subscription have adjustment and we know subscription is an income. So we will record in the income and expenditure account. Income side by subscriptions. The amount of subscription we will write in the inner column 3,96,000. Okay. Next, see here, to interest on investment at the rate 8% per annum for full year. That means you have made the investment in the beginning of the year and you are getting interest for full year and the rate of interest is 8%. But as you can see, the value of investment is not given. That means we have to calculate the value of investment. So first what we will do, we will do one working note. Let investments be I. Okay, we will assume that our investments value is I. Now as per question, as you can see, rate is 8%. That means interest on investment, what is given? The value of investment for the full year is 24,000. So interest on investment is 24,000. And as we know, 8% of 24,000, no, 8%, 24,000, 8% of investment, that is I, is equal to 24,000. Again I am telling, interest on investment is given 84,000, right? Now as we know, the rate of interest is 8%. That means 8% of investment, the investment value is I. So we have written 8% of I is equal to 24,000. Now 8 by 100 into I is equal to 24,000. Since we have to calculate the value of I, so we will write I is equal to 24,000 into 100 by 8. Okay, so this will give us 3 lakh. If you make the calculation, you will get 3 lakh. So this is our investment value. As we know that investment for full year, that means we have to write investment in the beginning of the year also. That is in the balance sheet asset side, we will write investments, the value we have got just now, that is 3 lakh. And in the closing balance sheet also we have to write the same value because the same value is continued for the full year. So investment 3 lakhs. And as we know, interest on investment is the income, so we will record in the income side by interest on investment 24,000. Clear? Now come to payment side. Payment side we have salaries. Now salaries have adjustment, so we will write to salaries. We will write the value in the inner column, 1,98,000. Next, sports equipment. Now sports equipment is an asset, so it won't come in the income and expenditure account, and since it is written in the payment side, that means this is an additional purchase. Next, balance carried forward. That means this is the closing balance of cash, and cash is an asset, so this will go in closing balance sheet in the asset side. Cash, the value of cash is 96,000. Now come to adjustment. Now let us see the first adjustment. The club has received 12,000 for subscription in 2011 for 2012. Now we have to understand this line very properly, that in 2011 means previous year you have received the amount 12,000 for subscription for the current year. Again I am telling, in 2011 you have received the amount of subscription for the current year, means previous year you have already received 12,000. That means this was the advance in the beginning. So we will write here, we need to add advance in beginning, and the amount is 12,000. Since this was the advance in the beginning, so this will go in the opening balance sheet, and as we know, any advance income is a liability. So we will write advance subscription 12,000, and here the total will be 4,08,000. Okay, now come to the next adjustment. Salaries had been paid only for 11 months. Okay, the amount for salaries which you have received is for 11 months. That means still 1 month salary is outstanding. So we will write add outstanding. Okay, now this is for 11 months. Then what should be the salary for 1 month? 1,98,000 should be divided by 11. Then how much you will get? We will get 18,000. That means 1 month salary is still pending. So 18,000 is the outstanding, and here the total will be 2,16,000. Okay, I am explaining this part again. See, according to the question, salaries had been paid only for 11 months. That means the amount which is written in the receipt side, or we have taken in payment side, and we have taken as expenditure, is for 11 months. This means this is the salary for 11 months, and in a year there are 12 months, and that means 1 month salary is still pending. So here then for 1 month what should be the salary? 1,98,000 divided by 11 months. Then you will get the salary of 1 month which is due, that is which is outstanding. So add outstanding 1,98,000 plus 18,000, this will give you the total of 2,16,000. Now come to the last adjustment. Sports equipment on 31st December 2011 was 1,80,000. That means this is the opening balance of, or the beginning balance of sports equipment. So this will go in the opening balance sheet, and sports equipment is an asset. So we'll write in the asset side sports equipment. See here, 31st December 2011 means ending of previous year. So obviously ending of previous year will be the beginning of this year. So 1,80,000 will be written in the opening balance sheet. Now On 31st December 2012, the value was 3,90,000. Now see, in the opening we had, just write sports. In the closing balance sheet we will continue. Sports equipment 1,80,000 we had in the opening. As you all remember that some equipment was purchased in the middle of the year. So 1 lakh, so we will have to add this purchases, this additional purchase. So we will add purchases 2,40,000 we have purchased in the middle of the year. Then what should be the total? 4,20,000. So this should be our closing balance, right? But our closing balance is 3,90,000, right? That means if our closing balance here, if you write 3,90,000 is our closing balance, then what should be the difference treated as? It should be treated as either depreciation or you can call it as consumption. Okay, now I want to clear one thing. In previous all the sums we have wrote that whenever there is a difference between the closing balance and the total amount, then that becomes our depreciation, right? So either we can call it as depreciation or we will call it as consumption. Okay, so 4,20,000 minus 3,90,000 becomes 30,000. Okay, I hope you are clear with this calculation. Next, so now as you can see we have recorded all the transaction. Now we will, okay, now one more thing, this depreciation or consumption is an expense, so it should be recorded in the expenditure side. So to depreciation on sports equipment $30,000. Okay, now everything is done. Now we can calculate. Okay, first we will total the income side. Total of income side is 4,32,000. Okay, and the total of expenditure side is 2,46,000. So from here you can easily make out that our expenditure side is greater. So we will write this total over here, 4,32,000 in income side also, and in the debit side also 4,32,000. Now that means if the income side is greater, that means there is a surplus. So to surplus, it should be, if we deduct from 4,30,000, if we deduct 2,46,000, we will get 1,86,000. So our surplus is 1,86,000. Now we will calculate the capital fund. Okay, first we will make the total of assets. The total of assets side in the opening balance sheet is 5,94,000. So write on both the sides 5,94,000. Now from this 5,94,000, if we deduct this advance subscription, we will get the value of capital fund, and capital fund balancing figure. So our capital fund is 5,82,000. Okay, so we have got the value of capital fund 5,82,000. Now the value of capital fund will brought forward in the closing balance sheet. So we'll write here capital fund 5,82,000. Now along with this capital fund we will add the surplus. So we will add it here, add surplus. So the surplus is 1,86,000 So now the total will be 7,68,000. Now one more thing is still left, that is salaries which was outstanding. That means this is add, right? So this is the outstanding at the end. So this should be brought in the closing balance sheet. So we will write outstanding salaries. How much was outstanding? 18,000. So that one we will add here, 18,000. Now all the transactions are recorded. Now we will total. Okay, the total of asset side is 7,86,000, and the total of liability side is also 7,86,000. So the sum, as you can see, is done.